What's going on, Colts Nation? It's good to be back. I'm sorry I haven't had anything for you guys over live. Just busy, crazy couple of days over Memorial Day weekend. Very busy. I work in the restaurant industry. I'm a manager where I work. So very busy weekend indeed. And then, of course, Monday being Memorial Day, very, very busy. So tried my best, just was really unable to get you guys anything of good quality to bring to you guys. But coming back here, I wanted to bring you guys a video kind of talking about the direction of the Colts, where we're going, and why we should trust the direction in which we're going to be going. Like I'm personally, like, as you look at the new ownership of the Colts, with it being Mr. Irsay's daughters taking over ownership of the Colts, I feel good about the direction we're going because of their experience in it, right? Irsay's daughters were each given the title of vice chair slash owner 14 years ago, which, of course, was Mr. Irsay trying to get them more involved, right? Understanding that, like, his direction and what he did in his life and going through the different parts and figuring everything out in the organization and working up to being, the youngest GM ever and the youngest owner ever when his father passed away. So now he's prepared his daughters. His daughters have their own educations and their own experiences that lend to what they're going to be doing in the organization, right? When you look at Carly Irsay Gordon, and we'll talk a little more about her in a little while as well, but Carly's the one. From all intents and purposes, when you talk about like big man on campus, like, all three daughters are going to have a hand in ownership, but Carly has had the experience of having the headset on, the experience of working closely behind the scenes with the scouting department and the coaches, and learning from that aspect, right? So she's the oldest daughter. She's heavily involved in day-to-day operation of the team, working across areas ranging from marketing to football. So even involved in the marketing aspect. So she's probably pretty heavily involved in getting the Colts to constantly be in new markets over a season. And it's interesting that the Colts seem to be one of those teams that are always over there, right? Whether it was in London, now it's in Germany. We, a few years ago, got the International Player Program player. So they're just different things. The Colts definitely growing their market worldwide, and that's been shown even on this channel. Watching games on Sunday last season, which was our first opportunity on this channel, our first opportunity to watch games together, and there were people in different countries that were watching that were Colts fans, which I thought was incredible. Like, that's like the ideal situation, really, is bringing people together from all over the place, for one common goal, for one common thing, right? One common source of entertainment there every Sunday. So continuing to grow the game and grow the Colts market in that way is something that, as a Colts content creator, of course, completely behind that. Now, Casey Foyt, this is somebody who she actually waved the green flag, I believe, at the Indy 500, even though somebody past the starting line. But she waved the green flag, and she's, in my opinion at least, and at least for me, the one that's really kind of more behind the scenes. You don't see a whole lot of, you don't hear a whole lot about. I think Carly has really been talked about more recently because she's been seen on the sideline with a headset on. But Casey Foyt has a degree in sports management and has experience working in special events dating back to the NFL's first regular season game in London in 2007. And looking here at what the Colts website says for her, and just learning more about her, honestly, she graduated from Indiana University with, again, a degree in sports marketing. And her work with the NFL, when you talk about, working with the NFL in the London game, like, she helped plan helped the NFL in planning for that first London game, the first game outside of North America, and it was played in October 2007 with the Giants and the Dolphins. Not even involving the Colts there, but helping get them out there to Wembley Stadium. And then Foyt joined the Colts in 2007 and focused her energy on marketing and community relations. She helped revitalize the Indianapolis Colts women's organization and planned the group's first major fundraiser in 2007. Foyt also represents or helps represent the Colts at NFL owners meetings and other league events. So it seems like here that she's actually somebody who's more heavily involved than I thought, representing the Colts at owner meetings. The NFL owner meetings is a huge deal. So again, she's more behind the scenes, but focusing on marketing, community relations, growing the Colts as a whole with her sports management degree. Again, for what she's doing, kind of exactly what we need. And again, all three of them working on their different things. It kind of, the three of them together, I think, are going to be really good. Kalin Jackson, the youngest daughter, and one that a lot of people know. Her work with Kicking the Stigma, and that's really part of, her job is the initiative into being able to work and focus on mental health issues. But she's become the face of the franchise's philanthropic initiatives with the focus on mental health. She also chairs the NFL's Employee Benefits Committee, and I don't know what that is, but being the chair on anything that the NFL is doing, especially the Employee Benefits Committee, I assume that's working very closely with the NFLPA all the time, and having to be familiar with the players and what they want, and also being on the side of things where she's trying to help not only people in general, but definitely the players, right, with the mental health and all that kind of stuff. So with everything that the Colts have going on, with everything that the daughters have going on, the different things that they work on, the different parts of the organization that they have handle of, I feel good about it. And again, going back to Carly, there's an anonymous team executive on Carly Irsay's future as an owner of the Colts, and he or she says, Carly specifically will be the perfect modern day owner. She's smart, a continuous learner, rigorously works to understand football from a scouting and coaching perspective. She'll be a great steward of the organization. And I in the organization lends itself to being able to understand all the finer details of what the team needs, right? Her having the headset on, her working with the scouting department, her working with the coaches, having the headset on, being able to hear everything that's going on Sunday so that she can understand the game as it's going on, right? She can understand it from a different perspective rather than just even being an owner and you're watching the team every week in person. You're able to watch practice and see the process is different. When you're in the game, you actually have the headset on and you can hear what the coaches are telling each other. You can hear how the communication is going down. How are things being managed, right? Now, she's also getting a very in-depth look at and sound on what's really going on and which of these coaches sounds like a doofus on the mic and what do we need to do. So I think with what she's going to be able to provide, whoever that anonymous team executive is, honestly, I'd agree. And I share that same sentiment. I think altogether we're in good hands ownership wise. I think also you look at all these women, like they're younger now. Obviously, Jim, I mean, still fairly young himself, 65 years old, is definitely, young for passing. So his daughters, and as they continue to get younger, right, all the way down to Kalin. So a bit of a fresh look in ownership. So, with things the way they are, Feel good about the Colts still as we go forward into the future. And of course, as always, I would like to know how you guys feel about new ownership. Is there anything you know about the Daughters that we didn't talk about here? You let me know in the comment section. Got plenty of time to continue to talk about these things. And gonna try to stream at some point. That might save it for Sunday. But I do want to stream at some point. Was thinking about doing it today, but the Pacers play tonight. Don't want to have to do it tonight. So we'll see what happens. But nonetheless, again, let me know what you guys are thinking down in the comments section. And make sure if you enjoy the content, make sure you hit the like button and make sure you're subscribed with notifications on so you continue to get notified. Stopping by for another video. And as always, take care of yourself, take care of each other, and go Colts.